There are no shortage of cheap Chinese, Amazon, airsoft level red dot optics on the market today. We all know that. And I don't really suggest you buy any of them. But there may be one brand coming up that stands out above the rest, and that is Cyelee Optics. Does it take down the almighty Holosun? Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you did not already know, my name's JAYCOSTA, and I am just a red-blooded American patriot like many of you watching, living behind enemy lines, some would say, here in the great state of New Jersey. And if you get value after watching this video, please smash that like button down below and also consider subscribing because we are building a community here of like-minded individuals. You can see it in the comment section, as well as other places, I'll get to that in a little bit, who are looking to protect and defend their Second Amendment rights here in the great state of New Jersey, as well as other blue states like it, where our Second Amendment rights are under constant assault. So if that interests you and intrigues you, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on our weekly videos. Also, check me out on Instagram, putting a lot more gun stuff on there, at JAYCOSTA I truly appreciate all the support that I'm finding on there. It's a great way to connect with you guys and continue to build this community. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you another gear review. I'm gonna share with you my thoughts on this optic, and that is the Cat0 by Cyelee Optics. I put it here on my M&P Shield Plus, and I think I like this thing. So about Cyelee first. It is a China-based company, an optics company, that wants to give Holosun a run for their money. I know, you're thinking what I'm basically thinking. Another China Wish.com level red dot optic that nobody needs. But after Cyelee reached out to me in order to do this review, I decided to look into their products and their reputation, and I gotta say, I was pretty surprised. So I decided to give them a chance. So I'm gonna go over the features and the specs of this Cat0 optic. I'll compare it to the main competitor in my opinion, which is the Holosun 407K, which is what I've been carrying on that Shield Plus every day recently. Then I'll bring it to the range and go over what I like about it, what I wish was different, and give you my final verdict on whether or not this thing is good to go to carry every day like the Holosun, or if it's destined for the storage bin or worse. So first, the specs and the features of this thing. The Cyelee Cat0 optic is a 3MOA red dot optic. It also comes in a green dot version if you're into that sort of thing. It uses the RMSC footprint, so it can fit on any sub or micro compact weapon with that footprint without any plate, which is important. It does offer shake awake technology, so it turns on and off by itself based on motion. This leads to, in my opinion, an exceptional battery life of up to 50,000 hours. That's their claim anyway. I don't have the time to verify. It has 8 daytime brightness settings and 2 night vision settings, which you cannot see during the day, so make sure that it's totally off if you want to do that. It does offer IPX7 waterproof protection, which basically means it can be submersed in water in a depth of up to 1 meter for less than 30 minutes. It has a top-mounted battery, so you don't have to remove the whole optic and re-zero just to change a battery, even though that's kind of the norm in the market nowadays for everyone other than Trijicon. Don't get me wrong, I love my RMRs. It is made out of 7075 aluminum and offers a window size of 0.89 inches by 0.63 inches. I kept that in standard because we are here in America. Lastly, the Cyelee brand offers a pretty strong warranty, which they call a limited lifetime warranty. According to their website, quote, "This limited warranty covers the metal housing and protects against defects in workmanship or production for life. All other components, including the objective lens and electronics, are covered by a 5-year warranty against any failures arising from manufacturer defects or workmanship." Now, they also offer a drop warranty coverage, covering accidental drops for their products that are certified with their, quote, drop safe certification or standard. According to their website, quote, "Our drop-proof rating means at or below the rated specifications, we expect our optics to survive 10 plus drops with at least 75% of the window usable. The optic unit to mechanically keep its internal zero and for the electronics inside to continue functioning. All of our optics are tested at the rated specs or above them for at least 25 drops. For our drop-proof optics that do not meet this standard in normal use, we will repair or replace them at no charge under warranty for the duration of the warranty." Now, unfortunately, this Cat0 optic does not have that drop standard certification, but it is reassuring to me, at least, to see that they are durability testing their products at a level that other similar Amazon level companies are probably not doing. So first, let's go over what's in the box. It does come with, obviously, the Optic. It comes with a cleaning cloth, a patch, a sticker, a manual, some documentation on how to zero the Optic, some installation tools, as well as an absolute crap ton of screws. Now, the massive amount of screws is great in my opinion because so many Optics don't come with the right screws for like your gun or whatever. Then you have to go order another set, which is a major pain in the ass. Now, when you actually compare this to the Holosun 407K, there are some things it actually does better and some things not as much. The window size of this Cat0 is noticeably larger when compared to the 407K window. As mentioned, the window size of the Cyelee is 0.89 inches by 0.63 inches, and the 407K by Holosun is 0.77 inches by 0.58 inches. Doesn't sound like a huge difference, but believe me, it is. But with that bigger window size and such a small package, you do seem to give up some on the ruggedness of the Optic. Even though both optics are made out of 7075 aluminum, and just by eye, the quality on this thing seems pretty on par with a Holosun, you can clearly see the bigger window has much less kind of strength around it. It's much thinner. The metal's much thinner around the glass. So bigger window, yes, but as tough and as durable as the Holosun, I doubt it. The reticle on both seems to be almost exactly the same to my eyes, but I will admit that the glass on this Cyelee Optic has noticeably less of a green-blue tint to it than the Holosun does. Although the Holosun's like a year old at this point, so take that for what it's worth. Lastly, the price difference. This is something, but it's not a major difference in my opinion. The Cyelee Cat0 is available on Amazon right now for $150. I'll put a link in the description box down below. If you want to support the channel, I do get a small affiliate fee for that. Even if you want to just check it out, click the link and go ahead and check it out. The Holosun 407K, by comparison, is available for $225. I'll put a link to that as well in the description box down below. Now, after shooting this optic at the range and getting it all zeroed in and stuff, I had absolutely no issues at all. Now, keep in mind, this is simple indoor range sort of stuff, drawing from a holster, shooting paper, and putting around 150 rounds through the thing. I'm not duty testing it at all. But speaking of durability testing, this wasn't a torture test, but I did put it through some reasonable and more realistic kind of drop tests around my house after I shot it. Things of that nature. I dropped it from about waist height a few times, racked the slide on the table a bunch of times, and nothing came loose or broke. Maybe in the future I'll make another video with a full torture test. Let me know in the comment section if that's what you would like to see. Let's go over what I like about the Cyelee Cat0 red dot optic. Number one is the bigger window. When compared to the 407K by Holosun that I've been using on this thing, it is a substantial difference. It's much easier to acquire that red dot than it is on the Holosun, very simply put. Second is the fact that you don't need a plate. So I don't know if you guys remember, I'll put a link up in the corner right now as well as in the description box down below. I did do a sort of setup video for the Holosun 407K on this Shield Plus, and it needed an adapter plate. And because it needed an adapter plate, it actually lifted the optic a little bit too high where I couldn't really get it zeroed in low enough. Because there's no adapter plate needed on this, I did not have, of course, the same problem. And just the fact that when you don't need an adapter plate, it's one less failure point to worry about. So that is something to consider if you're comparing the two. The reason is because this is actually an RMSC footprint, where the Holosun 407K has its own slightly different footprint. Another great positive, in my opinion, to these optics is the warranty. I have to be honest. What I said earlier, that it has a lifetime warranty against all sort of manufactural defects and a 5-year warranty on on other defects as well. Because let's be honest, it's a very competitive market when you look at sort of red dot budget optics out there for a handgun, specifically for concealed carry. The warranty kind of makes this stand out from the crowd over other kind of Amazon level brands. This is a great optic, but there are some things I do not like. The first of which is the holster fit. Now, I did not realize this until I actually brought it to the range, but when it goes into my holster, and my holster is a Tenacor Velo 4 holster, it actually hits on the side buttons here, hit when you put it in. Now, it still goes in, but I don't know how long that would last, to be honest, with the rubber there and things like that. It would be easy enough to trim this out if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it on this gun, but if I do, I could just trim it without much of an issue, but that may come into play, and it's something they have to consider if you're considering this optic. Next is the durability of this optic. Now, that thin frame yes, it gives me a really, really nice big window, which was one of the positives, but it does make me very nervous of a drop leading to cracked glass, although in my limited testing, it has held up just fine. And lastly, the last negative is, this is a Chinese company. It's made in China, and I believe the company is actually from China. I mentioned this in a lot of my other videos, but if something being made in China is a deal breaker for you, you're not gonna wanna get this optic, simple as that. Get a Trijicon or an Aimpoint or whatever else. That being said, their customer service has been very, very good and very responsive. It seems like their warranty is really, really strong. So if it's not a deal breaker for you, this may be a quality budget option for either your first red dot or something you just want to get started with that will provide very good service and very good performance while not breaking the bank. Overall, this is a quality option if you're looking to just get started with your first red dot, or you just want something that you don't have to worry too much about breaking. It's a great budget option and has a great warranty given that budget, given that price. It is really, really nice, but in my opinion, for me, it's not quite durable enough to trust on an everyday carry weapon. Now, if you don't already know, I'm kind of more of a Trijicon and Aimpoint sort of guy. The stuff that I would like to depend my life on. The only reason I trust the Holosun on this weapon, which is one of my main EDC weapons, is the strength of the 407K in particular, with all of that metal around the glass, is enough to provide me with enough trust in the durability in order to defend my life with it. God forbid that situation came up. And another reason is because Holosun at this point now has a proven track record of reliability over time. Now, it's easy to brush off a new optic brand like Cyelee to the market as a POS, let's call it like it is. But that's how most of us felt about Holosun like only 6 years ago, be honest. And now they are reliably trusted by the fuddest of the fuds around the country. So frankly, Cyelee optics could be just as reliable as a Holosun, but only time will tell. And it's definitely a brand I will keep my eye on going forward. Until then, this optic will be resorted to range toys and plinkers. I'll probably put it on my Ruger Mark IV right here, which it should work pretty well with as soon as I get a Picatinny attachment for it. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this setup, this Cyelee Cat0 optic on my Shield Plus. Do you have any experience with Cyelee optics or this optic in particular? Do you have any questions about it? Would love to answer any that I have. Drop a comment in that comment section down below and you let me know. Also, if you like this video, you will love my other firearms related videos. I made a custom playlist of this. I'll put a link in the description box down below as well as up in the corner right now. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you next time.